Hi everyone! 皆さん、こんにちは. Do you want to learn some useful classroom expressions and vocabulary that you need to use in the classroom? My name is Jen, and today we're going to learn 10 useful classroom expressions and play a game so that you can learn 26 useful classroom vocabulary words. The first couple classroom expressions that we want to go over are expressions that you should use if you have trouble hearing what your teacher has said. The first expression I want to introduce you to is, could you please repeat that? Or, could you say that again, please? These are two very useful expressions that you should use if you had trouble hearing and understanding what your teacher has said. Could you please repeat that? Could you say that again, please? The second expression I want to teach you guys is also if you didn't hear your teacher correctly. But instead of getting your teacher to repeat everything they have said, what you can say is, sorry, I didn't catch the last part. Okay? Sorry, I didn't catch the last part. This expression means that you were understanding, listening to the teacher, and then maybe suddenly, oh, what was that word? And you think about it, and then, oh, you missed the ending of what your teacher was saying. Okay? So could you please repeat the last part? Another similar expression to this is, sorry, I didn't get the part about blah, blah, blah. Okay? So if your teacher is explaining something, you understand maybe the first part, you understand the end part, but the middle part might have been a bit confusing, right? Sorry, I didn't understand the part about whatever the teacher was talking about in the middle, okay? So, sorry, I didn't catch the last part, or sorry, I didn't get the part about blah, blah, blah. Use these expressions so that your teacher specifically knows exactly what part of their lesson they need to repeat. Number 3. If the first two expressions still haven't helped you to understand your teacher, maybe your teacher is speaking too quickly or your teacher is speaking too quietly. So you can ask your teacher, could you please speak louder? Or could you please speak slower? Okay? If you ask these questions to your teacher will be able to either slow down or speak louder so that you can hear clearer. Number 4. This expression is, what is the meaning of blah blah? What is the meaning of blah blah? This is what you can use when you hear your teacher or you hear anyone say a word that you don't understand. For example, if your teacher says, wow, that's magnificent, and magnificent, you can raise your hand and ask, what is the meaning of magnificent? Right? And then your teacher will explain to you, oh, magnificent, no problem. Magnificent means very good, excellent, fantastic. You are magnificent. Number 5, a very useful expression for not just writing classes, but if you hear a word and you want to be able to look it up in the dictionary or something like that. This expression is, how do you spell that? Or how do you spell blah, 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 the word that you want to work on, right? So how do you spell that? Or how do you spell magnificent? And then your teacher will tell you. The 6th expression is, can you please give me an example of blah, blah, blah? So if your teacher uses a new word, maybe you want to say, could you please give me an example of that word in a sentence? Or if your teacher is explaining some kind of grammar point, maybe you want to say, oh, could you please give me an example of some base verbs? Maybe you didn't understand what that meant, right? So could you please give me an example of, and whatever it is you want the teacher to explain in more detail so that you can understand. Expression number 7 is, sorry, I don't understand blah, blah, blah. Please don't just say to your teacher, sorry, I don't understand, because they want to know, what don't you understand? What is the specific part that you are feeling some confusion with, right? So, sorry, I don't understand how to use that word. Or, sorry, I don't understand what the homework is. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that last sentence. Okay? By asking specific questions to your teacher, they'll be able to help you out a lot more. The next expression is very useful to help explain to your teacher why you don't have something with you, right? So maybe the teacher says, please give me your homework, please hand in your homework, and oh no, you don't have your homework because you accidentally left it on your desk. Oh, teacher, sorry, I forgot my homework. Okay? Try not to forget, okay? But sorry, I forgot my pencil. Sorry, I forgot my textbook, right? So if you don't remember to bring something with you, you can express yourself by saying sorry, please apologize, sorry, I forgot, blah, blah, blah. This is connected to the next expression. Don't use it for homework, but you can use it for other things that you have forgotten. It is, could I please borrow, blah, blah, blah. Could I please borrow? So if you forgot your pencil and you have a test, you need a pencil to write your test, right? So, sorry, I forgot my pencil. Could I please borrow a pencil? Okay. Could I please borrow your stapler? Could I please borrow an eraser? Whatever item you would like to use and then return to that person, please use the expression, could I please borrow? Expression number 10. The last expression is asking permission to do something in the classroom. Okay? So for permission, most people say, can I please, and whatever. If you want to be extra polite, you can use the expression, may I please. Okay? So, can I please go to the washroom? Or may I please go to the washroom? Are both acceptable phrases. Okay? May I open the window, please? Can I sit closer to the board, please? So those were 10 useful classroom expressions that you should use in your English classroom. And now I want to talk about 26 useful classroom item vocabulary words. So to do this, we're going to play a game. I'm going to show you 26 different items that you will find in the classroom. Then I'm going to take the items away, try and write down and remember all of the items that you could see. At the end, we'll go through each item and talk about the name of the item in English. Are you ready? Here we go. 26 items that you can find in a classroom. Take a good look at these items and get ready to remember what they are. Now that you've seen the 26 items and written down all of the items that you could remember in English, I'm going to show you each item and make sure you know the proper name in English. Ready? Here we go. It is a pencil. So if you wrote down pencil, give yourself 1 point. Give yourself 1 point for each of the things you correctly wrote. If you wrote it and the spelling is wrong, give yourself half a point, and we'll add them all up at the end. Okay, so the first one is pencil. The next one is pen. It is a crayon. If you said pencil crayon or colored pencil, give yourself a point. The next one is marker. Marker. This is similar to a marker, but it's called a highlighter. Highlighter. Because when you're taking notes and you're studying, you want to highlight the important things that you find. Okay? So this one is highlighter. Scissors. Right? There's always an S at the end of the word. Be careful. Scissors. This is specifically a glue stick, but if you just said glue, you can still give yourself 1 point. This is tape. Paper clip. Sticky notes or Post-its. USB stick or a memory stick or a flash drive. There are many different names for this, but I think if you said any of the names I just mentioned, you should give yourself 1 point. If your pencil is not sharp anymore, you need to sharpen your pencil. So the name of this item is pencil sharpener. To erase your mistake, you need an eraser. Eraser. Elastic band or rubber band, give yourself a point. Corrective tape or whiteout. Watch. If you said clock, do not give yourself a point. But if you said watch, you get a point. Ruler. Ruler. Be careful of the R and L sound. Calculator, because it helps you to calculate numbers. Calculator. Headphones or earphones. Paper. Paper. So in English, you can give yourself an extra bonus point if you wrote a piece of paper or a sheet of paper. That's how we can count paper. So a sheet of paper, a piece of paper, 2 points. If you just said paper, 1 point. A dictionary, dictionary. Hole puncher or a 3-hole punch. Notebook, notebook. Textbook, textbook. If you're looking for a good grammar textbook, by the way, this is the textbook that I would recommend. Focus on Grammar. The Focus on Grammar series is really great for learning English. The very last item is a stapler. Stapler. Because when you have paper, you're stapling the papers together. The little silver things that are inside are called staples. Staples. So staples and stapler. So those are the 26 items that were part of our game. So please add up your score and see how many of these items could you remember the names of in English with the correct spelling. If you got all 26 plus a bonus for sheet of paper / piece of paper and you got 27 points, you are fantastic. Definitely check out Friday's intermediate advanced level videos. Okay? If you got less than 12, please review this video to help you remember the important points. So today, you guys learned 10 useful classroom expressions plus 26 classroom item vocabulary words. You did a lot of work today. Good job! And now it's time for Question of the Day. Today's question is, what is the best class that you have ever taken? So what has been your favorite class that you have studied in? Let me know in the comments below. Mina, thank you. Ganbatte ne. Jane. Sorry, I forgot to ask. Could you please subscribe to my channel?